profounder planes. This right here is an embodied form of the violet ray spectrum.
Tap in and tune in Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Grand Rising with ChristoLight, your sacred space for discovering the Ascended Masters in crystal healing. Ashe.
I will never hear a bell the same way again after learning this. Why is nobody talking about Gabriel as the archetype of revelation? Get ready. Answers drop Thursday. Grand Rising with ChristoLight returns. Thursday, January 8th at 9 a.m. EST. We're shining the spotlight on the origins and archetype of Archangel Gabriel of the White Ray. Think clarity, think new beginnings, and sacred communication. Expect myth, mystic history, and practical ways Gabriel's energy shows up in your life. Signals, symbols, and simple practices to tune in. Whether you're curious about angelic lore or want a fresh way to start your day, this episode is your portal. Subscribe and hit the bell on Sacred Light Broadcast Network so you don't miss the live. Bring your questions. ChristoLight will answer live, and we'll open to a group invocation at the end.
Whoa, my hair's looking a little wild today, I gotta say. Look at that. I don't know what you want to call that. The little unicorn antenna. I'm here for it, though. I'm embrace it. My unicorn horn is growing every day. Yeah, I think that's symbolic of our spiritual growth. Our spiritual growth on this planet as human beings. And I gotta say, thank you all for being who you are and being on this human journey. It has been a very extraordinary experience, I have to say. And things are definitely ramping up. Things are ramping up on this planet. There's more and more light coming into our atmosphere. And when I say atmosphere, I mean the energy grid. The planetary body is receiving more and more divine light. This divine light is revealing while also imploding energies that no longer serve, that do not hold true, that do not continue to raise, grow, and accelerate. So with that being said, I invite you all to take a moment with me to bring it to center. Take this moment of self-love and to slow down if we need to slow down, or to activate if we need to activate. So today I invite you, as we open, to get up and move a little bit. And I'm going to do it as well with you. And I'm going to play a little bit of music. We can get up and dance a little bit, move our body, stretch, take some deep breaths, whatever you feel natural, and to let go of things in the past, let go of the future. So what we got here. Do 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 do. I'm trying to think because I don't want certain social medias to then mute my live for people. So let's go ahead and we're gonna play a little bit of Lizzie Jeff.
First you upgrade, then you execute. You can meditate, to be the best you.
It's all about movement,
on a full moon. We all
stretching, breathing.
Yeah, we
I'm
all
sorry.
in tune. Look me in my eyes when you speak to me, then I can better feel your frequency. My aura lit is the god in me. I just landed on this planet, got a part of me young. Got to clear my chakras like every time I breathe. I inhale, then exhale like all the finest weed. And my granny up in heaven, man, I know she proud of me. Been collecting all these checks like I won the lottery. All the Reiki healers, they fuck with me. Dope dealers, they fuck with me. Hipster girls, they fuck with me. All the yoga chicks, they fuck with me. And if they say they don't fuck with me, I send them off very lovingly. Judging yourself if you're judging me. Now all I wish for you is prosperity. If you got dreams, go chase them. If you got time, don't waste it. If you got fears, go face them. If it's not here yet, be patient.
I got these crystals all around me. Can you feel the energy? High priestess, I'm a goddess. I can lift your consciousness. I manifested a Leo. He started acting like a Scorpio, but with the sprinkle of this magic and a little bit of Jasper, now I got him acting like my hero.
Emerald, ruby, agate, citrine, topaz, highlight, moonstone. Charged up and I'm two-stone. In paradise with these trichomes. Manifesting at the speed of light. Maybe cause I repeat at night. Affirmations will repeat a light. And the key to life is to be the light. I'm tapped in and I'm capped in my own shit. Cast a love spell on that nigga, then he fell for it. Got a black kitty with superpowers. Studio with all kind of hours. Wave goddess and I get it lit. Now I'm listening to that limitless. That's Jody Joey, still lil bro. Y'all really ain't in the field Call Lizzie for that herbo. And I'm usually sipping on the yerba. Asia in the back doing crystal healing. Dolo on the front rolling fat ass blunt. What else? Bridging into Topanga with the magic wand. Attribute you any kind of tea you want. You need something, I got you. Wanna smoke one, I got you. Starlight, moonlight, bless me with your peace tonight. Bring me guidance, bring me flow. As above, so below. Supernatural, I'm magic, I'm magic, I'm magic.
I got these crystals all around me. Can you feel the energy? High priestess, I'm a goddess. I can lift your consciousness. I manifested a Leo. He started acting like a Scorpio, but with the sprinkle of this magic and a little bit of Jasper, now I got him acting like my hero.
Ooh-wee. That's right. That's gonna be our warm-up for the episode today. Lizzie Jeff Witchcraft. For anybody that is curious on what track that was. Whew. That felt good. I gotta say, I felt a little bit stagnant there in my body. So I felt really good to warm up and just move. Sometimes it's not about like looking a certain way or dancing for a certain reason. Sometimes it could just be, let's get this music on and let's just move my body. Let's get this body moving. Let's get the energy flowing. Let's get those smiles going. Let's get that heart open. Let's feel the good things, the beauty of ourselves. That's what it's all about right there. So cheers to you guys. I got some cacao right here. Cacao with cinnamon, vanilla, honey. Shout out to my cacao drinkers and those that respect and love the medicine for what it is. All right. Bop, bop. So I had to remember that we were in the middle of an episode. Oh man. Cheers. Cheers to my queen. All right. So before we deep dive into Archangel Gabriel, which is going to be our focus for today's episode, let's go ahead and do a recap on where we left off yesterday as we explored Archangel Metatron.
Marcus ChristoLight is revealing the sacred knowledge that's been hidden for centuries during the Cosmic Live series Grand Rising with ChristoLight. If you've been feeling called to understand your soul's mission, if those repeating numbers have been your constant companion, this is your moment. Don't miss this rare opportunity to connect with one of the most powerful beings in the celestial hierarchy. Join us.
And there you guys go. That's the root chakra. And that is also our card for today. The root chakra. Do you guys have any of these symptoms currently in your life? Multiple millions of years ago, the host mission of the Metatronic family was to help repair the parts of the time matrix that fell into the separation in the Milky Way that were originally from Andromeda. This destruction was the result of the Lyran Wars, or the fall of Lyra, the seed of the Antichrist conflict. Lyra was the 12th gate and source of crystal consciousness that connected directly into the Andromeda galaxy. When Lyra fell, its higher pieces that were connected to the natural Trinity wave crystal codes, the eternal living light architecture, became reversed and locked into the Milky Way system, and rooting it back into the black hole system. Saturn's black cube holds a massive tank that acts as a harvesting station for blood sacrifice from human beings in any way imaginable, whether through wars, rituals, crucifixion, martyrdom, suicide, or menstrual. There is a tremendous amount of activity underway in this area under Giza, on the Earth and Andromedan energies. The Giza portal is the heart chakra location of the Earth. It also corresponds to the 4th gate and the 4th dimension. This portal is also interconnected to the location of the Hall of Records that release the universal memory into the planetary memory banks.
Interestingly, he's only mentioned in non-canonical books that were left out of the Bible. There's no mention of him in the Christian Old Testament or the Hebrew Bible, the Tanakh. All this has made him a mysterious and even controversial figure. In order to uncover the origins of Metatron, we must first look at the story of Enoch, a figure who is shrouded in mystery himself. Enoch is mentioned briefly in a few verses in the Bible.
Is Metatron's cube a Merkaba? So Metatron's cube is a little bit more in depth than the Merkaba, but the Merkaba is within Metatron's cube. Metatron travels in a Merkaba, so quite possibly. Consciousness is only stimulating, it is only accessing through your free will the dimensions of the lower density, instead of expanding all the way out to your higher self and accessing higher self codes. So that's the 666 seal. Metatron's sacred symbols and geometry. The supreme sacred geometry, Metatron's cube. What it is: complex geometry pattern containing all 5 platonic solids. 13 circles connecting by lines forming sacred pattern. Blueprint of creation and universal structure. Mer equals light, Ka equals spirit, Ba equals body. Action. Mind. So working and calling upon Metatron for sacred geometry and divine structure, spiritual ascension, Akashic record access, protection of the children, as well as activating the children, clearing energy. Alrighty. So, here we go. We're going to go ahead and continue where we left off, which was Archangel Metatron. But now we're going to talk about our next Archangel in this Archangel sub-series. And that is going to be Archangel Gabriel. So before we even dive into Gabriel specifically, Spirit led me to this article here on the ascensionglossary.com about something that I have actually not been aware of in my human consciousness. And that is the 4 royal stars. And I'm about to discover this right here with you guys today as we talk about what the 4 royal stars are and what they represent in our universe. So the 4 royal stars are also called Archangel stars, and they are Aldebaran, which is Michael, Regulus, which is Raphael, Antares, which is Uriel, and Fomalhaut, which is Gabriel. They are the brightest stars in their constellations and are considered the 4 guardians of the heavens. They mark seasonal changes of the year at the equinoxes and solstices. Aldebaran watches the eastern sky and is the dominant star in the Taurus constellation. Regulus watches the north and is the dominant star in the Leo constellation. Antares watches the west and is the alpha star in Scorpio. Fomalhaut watches the southern sky as the brightest star in Pisces Austrinus. The cosmic time cycle. The east-west axis of Aldebaran and Antares as a pair form the demarcation point of east and west that make the circuit through the precision of the equinoxes. This point is measured through the alignments made between these 2 stars in the sun's path at their axis of rotation made around the galactic center. When these 2 stars are paired in a rotational measurement of equal axis alignment, this event marks the opening of the cosmic time cycle. When the Golden Gate activated recently, this reversed the positional movement of the east-west axis as per directed in the divine infinite calculus. This is saying that these stars have changed their positions in the galaxy from their previous time cycle. From the perspective of cosmic time, these stars from the 4 cardinal directions measured in the cosmic time cycle, which are being adjusted to the cosmic compass designed by divine infinite calculus. The new celestial direction in the cosmic time cycle form the crown of the Magi, which is a type of cosmic celestial time calendar that opens infinity. This is why they are referred to as the 4 royal stars. At the end of the precision of the equinoxes, they adjust position and form the crown of the Mahate. Those that wear the celestial crown are able to contact infinity. However, they must be embodied Christ consciousness. Wow. Divine infinite calculus. The laws of cycles is essentially the movement that occurs in the wheel of life, as consciousness experiences itself moving throughout the timelines, facing many challenges, growth opportunities, and spiritual lessons. The law of cycles also governs the cosmic clock of the aeons. It is directly connected to the divine infinite calculus that connects into the 4 royal stars, the cardinal directions which instruct the constitution of humankind in the 4 archetypal worlds. The divine infinite calculus is the divine math creation code found at the center point of the union of the God creator that multiply the directions in time corresponding to cosmic solar dragon timekeepers in the hierogamic twin star configurations that are anchored in the 4 God world domains, the 4 faces of man, running in 4 cardinal directions that are connected in the 4 royal stars. Chaldean numerology. The 4 royal stars have assigned numbers that are the royal star numbers in Chaldean numerology. In numerology, there are certain numbers which are called as royal stars. Their numerology from ancient Persian astrologers is numbers 23, 37, 51, and 65. The number 23 is assigned to Regulus and Leo for the royal star of the lion. 37 is assigned to Albiron for Taurus, the bull, for the royal star of the bull. 51 is the royal star of man. It is assigned to Formalhat through Aquarius. Number 65 is called royal star of the earth, assigned to Antares and Scorpius. So that's pretty cool. First time coming across that knowledge in that type of fashion, but it's also giving us some core depth behind our 4 cardinal directions and how they started and what they look like on the more galactic and cosmic scale, other than just the 4 directions of the earth. So that's really cool. And now I think about it, you know, some of us, especially those of us that know how to communicate with the stars, especially on psychedelics, a lot of us probably are connecting with these direct celestial bodies whenever we're interacting with star beings. Which opens up a whole new gateway of perspective for myself on the way that I'm interacting with stars. So I also wanted to click on this, the divine infinite calculus. Oh, it took me right back to the thing. The law of cycles or the cosmic clock of the aeons. I'll let you guys choose. Which one? Law of cycles or cosmic clock of the aeons? Which one would you guys like to learn about? Put in the comments if you wish. And then after that, we're going to be going specifically into Archangel Gabriel and Gabriel's relationship in these 4 corners of representation. All right, we're going to go ahead and check out the law of cycles. So the law of cycles is essentially the movement that occurs in the wheel of life. As consciousness experiences itself moving throughout the timelines, facing many challenges, growth opportunities, and spiritual lessons. The law of cycles also governs the cosmic clock of the aeons. It is directly connected to the divine infinite calculus that connects into the 4 royal stars, the cardinal directions which instruct the constitution of humankind in the 4 archetypal worlds. The divine infinite calculus is the divine math creation code found at the center point of union of the God creator that multiplies into the 4 different directions and faces of man. The number 4 is the fundamental math and the blueprint of building all structures and things. Thus, 4 is the universal prototype in the creation of the law of structure. There are 4 evolutionary rounds of 3 planetary cycles, totaling 12 dimensional timelines that comprise the particle and antiparticle universe, or as you want to say, the material and the spiritual universe. The ascension cycle is about accelerating through a gradual participant. Ooh, let me slow down. I get all excited over here. Gotta grab myself. Hydration check for everybody. Okay. So the ascension cycle is about accelerating through a gradual particle and antiparticle merge of these 12 dimensions or 12 timelines. So it's basically saying the ascension cycle is about accelerating through a gradual balancing or a gradual synchronization of your higher self and your lower self, or the material with the spiritual. So hence the importance of the 12-strand diamond sun DNA, where each strand corresponds to one dimension of the entire 12 cycles. The 4 rounds within each astrological age of the 12-dimensional time cycles are approximate 26,000 year cycles. These rounds of astrological ages are commonly known in science and referred to as the precision of the equinoxes. Wow, how cool is that? And then last paragraph I'll read, and then we'll dive into Archangel Gabriel. The 4 archetypal worlds describe the elemental building blocks of creation within a law of structure, which are emanation, creation, formation, and action. Keep in mind, all this knowledge is applicable to your everyday daily life as an alchemist, as a sovereign individual that transforms and transmutes energy. So just think about how you relate to this and how this is also within your consciousness and how you can empower yourself through alchemy with these different laws and understandings. So the building blocks of creation within a law of structure, which are emanation, creation, formation, and action, that are simultaneously taking place in the realms of universal consciousness, which is fire, the creative world, which is water, the formative world, which is air, and the material world, earth. Consciousness descends into the matter world and travels through the universal tree of life to participate in the law of cycles in order to access knowledge and gain spiritual refinement, to ascend into higher domains of life experience, and at the end of the evolutionary cycle, return home into the infinite God worlds. All right, let's talk about Archangel Gabriel's origin when it comes to the stars. So the star term for where the archetypal energy is housed and directly vibrating is called Formalhaut. And I'm sure that's some other pronunciation, but Formalhaut or Formalhaut is the brightest star in the southern constellation of Pisces Austrinus, the southern fish, and one of the brightest stars in the night sky. The star's traditional name derives from Fam al-Hut, from scientific Arabic, the mouth of the southern fish, mouth of the whale, a translation of how Ptolemy labeled it. Oh wow, Ptolemy. A reddish star in the mouth of the southern fish, from Fum al-Hut, the fish's mouth. It was one of the 4 royal stars of Persia in 3000 BC, when as the Watcher of the South, it marked the winter solstice. Formalhaut, one of the 4 royal architects, inspires a future vision for an involved humanitarian-based society. Formalhaut inspires new ideas and pursuits in the arts, science, technology, and in social issues of the world. Formalhaut promotes the flow of resources within the human populace that creates a wholesome human condition. Fomalhaut defies convention and compartmentalization, but supports individuality, progress, and freedom. Fomalhaut rules the heel of the right foot. So Archangel Gabriel, which is Fomalhaut's angelic representative, is known to be the being who recited the Quran to Muhammad over a 23-year period. He is also one of the only 2 angels named in the Bible. He appeared to Daniel to explain his visions and appeared to bless Mother to tell her of the coming birth of Yeshua. Additionally, the Yazidi, followers of a obscure Sufi religion, hold Gabriel as a center figure in their creation myth, where he takes the form of a bird. Even more obscure than the Yazidi, the Yarasan, known as worshippers of the truth, also hold a prominent place for Gabriel, who was the first to be created by their God in order to alleviate the loneliness of the Creator. Gabriel then learned Yah's way. Yah is their name for God before more angels were created. All right. So now we're going to take a break from the reading. And we're going to go ahead and watch a video about Archangel Gabriel. And then we will then continue our reading over into mysticchrist.com, where we will learn about how we can connect consciously with this archetypal energy, the different crystals, the different techniques, and the different conscious ways of interacting, as well as how Gabriel's been represented throughout history through different cultures. So enjoy this video, and we'll be back.
The Archangel Gabriel? Throughout centuries of religious devotion, mysticism, and spiritual inquiry, the Archangel Gabriel stands as one of the most significant and enigmatic figures in angelology. Known widely as a divine messenger, Gabriel features prominently in the Abrahamic religions and holds an enduring legacy across diverse traditions. But who truly is the Archangel Gabriel? And what role does this celestial being play in the cosmic tapestry of the divine? What is an archangel? An archangel is a high-ranking angel often seen as a leader within the celestial hierarchy. The term derives from the Greek archangelos, meaning chief angel. In religious texts and mystical writings, archangels serve crucial functions. They act as intermediaries between the divine and humankind, command other angels, and execute God's will. Though the number of archangels varies depending on the tradition, ranging from 3 to 7 or even more, each is usually associated with particular divine functions or cosmic elements. Names of other prominent archangels. Apart from Gabriel, other well-known archangels include Michael, the warrior and protector, often depicted as a leader of God's armies against evil; Raphael, the healer and guide, particularly prominent in the Book of Tobit; Uriel, often associated with wisdom, prophecy, and repentance, although not universally accepted in all religious canons; Selaphiel, Jagudiel, and Barachiel, recognized mainly within Eastern Orthodox traditions, each with specific duties and attributes. Archangel Gabriel in holy texts. Gabriel is mentioned across several sacred scriptures, where he consistently appears as a bearer of divine messages and revelations. In the Bible, in the Book of Daniel, Old Testament, Gabriel appears to explain visions to the prophet Daniel, Daniel 8:16-26, 9:21-27. In the Gospel of Luke, New Testament, Gabriel plays a central role in the Annunciation. He appears to Zechariah to foretell the birth of John the Baptist, and later to the Virgin Mary to announce the impending birth of Jesus Christ, Luke 1:11-38. In the Quran, known as Jibril, Gabriel is the archangel responsible for transmitting the divine revelations to the Prophet Muhammad. His role is foundational, as he conveyed the words of God that would become the Quran. Gabriel is seen as a pure, mighty messenger who brought wisdom and guidance. Quran 2:97, 26, 192-195. In Jewish tradition, Gabriel is one of the archangels named in post-exilic Jewish texts and apocalyptic literature. His role as a messenger and warrior angel is also noted in Jewish mysticism and the Talmud. Symbols of the Archangel Gabriel. Symbolism associated with Gabriel often reflects his identity as a divine herald. Common symbols include trumpet or horn, signifying the proclamation of divine messages, sometimes associated with the announcement of the Last Judgment. Lily, representing purity and the message of the Annunciation to Mary. Scroll or book, denoting the revelation of divine truths. White robes or light, symbolizing holiness, purity, and divine authority. Artistic depictions throughout history often show Gabriel with wings, radiant garments, and sometimes bearing the trumpet or lily, depending on the context. Occult correspondences of the Archangel Gabriel. In Western esoteric traditions, Gabriel is associated with the following occult and mystical correspondences. Element, water, linked to emotions, intuition, and the subconscious. Planet, the moon, representing the reflective, nurturing, and psychic aspects of the divine. Direction, west. In ceremonial magic, Gabriel is invoked in the West during rituals for purification and divine guidance. Day, Monday, connected to lunar energies and introspection. Colors, white, silver, and blue, emblematic of purity, divine communication, and spiritual clarity. Season, autumn, often associated with the harvest and the mysteries of transformation. In the Kabbalistic tree of life, Gabriel is often placed within the Sephira of Yesod, which governs the foundation of the astral world and the bridge between divine and material realities. Churches, shrines, and holy sites dedicated to Gabriel. Many religious sites across the world honor the Archangel Gabriel. Some of the most notable include Sanctuary of St. Gabriel of Our Lady of Sorrows, Italy. While dedicated to a 19th century saint named Gabriel, this location still evokes the angelic legacy through its naming and devotional practices. Monastery of the Archangel Gabriel, Deiro di Mor Gabriel, in Turkey, one of the oldest surviving Syriac Orthodox monasteries. It stands as a significant spiritual and historical site in Gabriel's honor. Chapel of the Annunciation in Nazareth, Basilica of the Annunciation. Though primarily associated with the Virgin Mary, it is also seen as a key site of Gabriel's appearance, making it a locus of pilgrimage. Numerous Eastern Orthodox churches across Greece, Russia, and Eastern Europe are dedicated to Gabriel, often featuring rich iconography depicting his angelic form and the Annunciation scene. Gabriel's influence in mysticism, culture, and beyond. Beyond Scripture, Gabriel's influence extends into mysticism, theology, and even popular culture. In the Zohar, a foundational text of Jewish mysticism, Gabriel is one of the chief angels who serve the divine and assist in the spiritual purification of souls. In Christian mysticism, Gabriel is associated with divine inspiration, dreams, and the nurturing of inner revelation. In Islamic Sufism, Gabriel is seen as a spiritual guide who aids the soul's journey toward divine truth. Gabriel's appearances in modern culture, films, literature, television, reflect the enduring fascination with this angelic figure. Whether portrayed as a warrior, a serene messenger, or an ethereal guide, Gabriel's archetype continues to captivate storytellers and seekers alike. Gabriel and the divine feminine. Some New Age and metaphysical traditions explore the idea of Gabriel embodying both masculine and feminine qualities. While traditionally depicted as male in Scripture, some interpretations envision Gabriel with a more androgynous or even feminine presence, reflecting the nurturing aspects of communication, purity, and birth. A timeless messenger. Gabriel's significance is profound and multifaceted. Whether seen through the lens of religious faith, mystical tradition, or symbolic archetype, Gabriel represents the bridge between the human and the divine. As the harbinger of messages that change the course of history, such as the births of John the Baptist, Jesus, and the revelation of the Quran, Gabriel is not merely a celestial figure, but a conduit for transformation, hope, and divine will. Through every trumpet blast, whispered message, and visionary dream, the Archangel Gabriel remains a luminous force, guiding souls toward higher truths and eternal light.
5 days in Costa Rica paradise with mind, body, emotion ceremonies for only $1,666. I am talking about the Sacred Light Spring Retreat happening May 2nd to 6th at Jocko Beach, hosted by shamanic energy guide Marcus ChristoLight, his queen Rhonda Clark, and his family. Picture this. You are staying right on the beach at Jocko Bay Towers, experiencing sunset sailing, legendary waterfalls, and connecting with sloths and monkeys at Manuel Antonio National Park. Your days are filled with cacao ceremonies, beach yoga, divine union teachings, and sound baths, while your evenings feature heart-made vegan meals and bioluminescent adventures. Airport transportation included, payment plans available, but you will need your passport ready. For just $1,666, you get 5 transformative days with your soul tribe. Quick spaces are limited, so register through the Jotform link below or visit li.sten.2 Sacred Light Retreats. Questions? Email marcus@marcus.23@gmail.com. See you in paradise this spring. Wholeness, balanced love.
Welcome in on the Instagram side, ChristoLight Music and everybody else. I'm just now seeing all of your comments. If you guys hop on my YouTube channel, I'll see your comments more visibly. And also I can pull your comments up onto the screen as well. So ChristoLight Music, if you want to hop on the YouTube side, Sacred Light Broadcast Network. And what was it that you wanted explained? Because it looks like here there was something you wanted more deeper explanation of from what we read. So just let me know what that is. And I'll answer that to the best of my ability. All right, so let's continue. Archangel Gabriel. All right, so Archangel Gabriel stands as the supreme messenger of the divine, the revealer of sacred mysteries and humanity's guide to creative expression and authentic communication. While Michael wields the sword of protection, Gabriel calls or carries the trumpet of revelation, announcing births, deaths, transformations, and the arrival of divine truth into human consciousness. Gabriel's name translates to God is my strength, or strength of God. This reveals Gabriel's essence, the power to receive and transmit divine messages, the bridge between heaven and earth through communication, and to strengthen those who speak truth. Unlike warrior angels who defend through force, Gabriel operates through revelation and inspiration. He/she, often depicted as feminine through angel transcend gender, doesn't fight darkness. He/she or she illuminates it with truth. She doesn't remove obstacles, she reveals the path around them. She doesn't force change, she announces its arrival. So Gabriel's origins across sacred traditions. So we have in Jewish mysticism, the revealer. So in Daniel 8:16-26, interprets Daniel's vision of the ram and goat. And then in Daniel 9:21-27, reveals the prophecy of 70 weeks, appears as man but identified as Angel Gabriel, brings understanding of complex visions and timelines. And rabbinic tradition, he's the destroyer of Sodom. So he's the angel who destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, representing divine judgment through revelation of truth. Protector of Joseph, guided Joseph through the trials in Egypt. Teacher of Moses, instructed Moses in Hebrew language and the Torah. Revealer of prophets, primary angelic messenger to the Hebrew prophets. And then in Kabbalah, associated with severity and judgment or foundation. Left pillar, feminine receptive containing, balances Michael's chastity, mercy. Elemental water, flowing emotional intuitive. Direction west, sunset, endings, and introspection. Christian theology, he's known as the announcer. So in Luke 1:11-20, Gabriel appears in the temple, announces birth of John the Baptist. Zechariah doubts, Gabriel strikes him mute until prophecy fulfills. Demonstrates Gabriel's authority and power. Luke 1:26-38, the Annunciation. Gabriel's most famous appearance, announces to Mary that she will bear Yeshua. Hail, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Mary's yes changes human history. Gabriel as bridge between divine and human. Then in the Catholic, he's the patron of messengers, postal workers, telecommunicators, writers, journalists, and broadcasters. Feast day is March 24th, and then September 29th. Symbols, trumpet, lily, scroll, and lantern. The four offices of Gabriel: messenger, revealer, guide, announcer of change. So in Islam, Gabriel is known as the revealer of the Quran. So it transmitted the entire Quran to the Prophet Muhammad for over 23 years. Guided Muhammad through 7 heavens. We talked about the 7 heavens yesterday, which is Andromeda. Described as having 600 wings, immense size, filling horizon when appearing in true form. Usually appears in human form. Voice so powerful it could destroy creation if uncontrolled. Closest angel to Allah, trusted with divine word. And then in esoterics, hermetic and ceremonial magic, Gabriel guards the west, the water quarter, invoked in lesser banishing ritual pentagram. associated with the moon. And then Theosophy and New Age, Gabriel is feminine, divine principle, goddess energy within the angelic realm, associated with Divine Mother, Sophia, and Shekinah, patron of artists, writers, and creatives, guide for life purpose, revelation. Gabriel's attributes and symbols. Make that a little bit bigger for you guys. We have the trumpet, announcement, awakening, resurrection, and divine call. Symbolic layers, sound, divine word made manifest, creative power of speech. Awakening, call for sleep, ignorance, to consciousness and truth. Announcement, heralding new beginnings, births, and transformations. Resurrection, in Christian eschatology, Gabriel's trumpet raises the dead. Practical applications of the trumpet: invoke Gabriel's trumpet to wake up to your purpose. Request her call to activate dormant creativity. Ask for announcement of new opportunities. Use trumpet imagery for major life transitions. The lily represents purity, divine feminine, receptivity, and new life. The symbolic layers: the white color, purity of intention, clarity of message. The flower, unfolding potential, beauty emerging. Fragrance, sweetness of divine presence. Association with Mary, receptivity to divine will. Practical applications of the lily: place white lilies on Gabriel altar. Meditate on lily opening as metaphor for receiving guidance. Use lily imagery for fertility, for creative or literal purposes. Symbolic of pure communication. The scroll or book, divine knowledge, written word, revelation, prophecy. Symbolic layers: the written word, permanent record of divine truth. Scroll unfurling, revelation unfolding over time. The book, complete knowledge, sacred text. Reading and writing, human participation in divine communication. Practical application: invoke Gabriel before writing a book, an article, or messages. Request her guidance for understanding sacred text. Ask for a revelation of your soul's book or your life purpose. Or you can say AKA, ask for revelation or ask for clarity of your Akashic records. Use scroll imagery for receiving prophetic insight. And then we have the lantern or the light. Represents illumination, guidance, revelation, and clarity. Symbolic layers: light and darkness, truth illuminating ignorance. Lantern carried, Gabriel as guide through the unknown. Soft glow, gentle revelation, not blinding like divine glory. Path illuminated, next steps made visible. So if you work with the lantern, specifically of Gabriel, metaphorically, you can invoke these type of guidances into your life. So say you're in a really dark space, or your environment is just very ignorant and very dark. That's your home environment, or it's an environment that you don't want to be in, but you really don't have a choice but to physically be in it. Then what you can do is you can call on the lantern of Gabriel to help illuminate from within you a deeper level of intelligence that can also help you kind of feel like you have a pathway of light while going through the darkness and your emotions, things of that nature. So practical application: invoke Gabriel to light the way when lost. request illumination of hidden truths, ask for clarity and confusion, use lantern imagery and meditation for guidance. Then we have the moon. Cycles, intuition, feminine wisdom, reflection. Symbolic layers, the lunar cycles, the natural rhythms, the timing, and the phases. Reflected light. Gabriel reflects divine light to humanity. Tides, emotional flow and intuitive knowing. Night, dreams, subconscious, and receptivity. Practical application of the moon with Gabriel. Work with Gabriel during moon phases. Invoke for dream inspiration or dream interpretation. Request guidance through intuition and feeling. Honor cyclical nature of creativity and communication. If anybody has any questions or anybody wants to add anything or comment, you're always welcome to. So then, Gabriel's sacred colors. So Gabriel is a representative and carries the ray of the white light. So this is purity and clarity. Pure divine light, clarity of message, and spiritual purity. So why white? Contains all colors. Gabriel as the universal messenger. Purity of intention and communication. Blank page, potential for new creation. Angelic essence, untainted truth is what white represents. Practical application. Wear white when invoking Gabriel. Use white candles and Gabriel rituals. White altar cloth for Gabriel space. Visualize white light for creativity or for clarity. Then silver, reflection and receptivity. Lunar energy, reflection, feminine wisdom, and intuition. Why silver? Moon metal, Gabriel's lunar connection. Reflective surface, receiving and transmitting. Feminine energy, yin. Cool, calm, and flowing. Practical application, silver jewelry when seeking Gabriel's guidance. Silver candle holders. Visualize silver light for intuitive messages. Combined white and silver for full Gabriel energy. We also have copper and orange, creativity and communication. So this represents creative fire, artistic expression, communication energy. Copper conducts. Orange sacral is for creativity and expression. Warmth within the coolness, bringing balance, and artistic inspiration. Practical application, copper offering on the altar. Orange candles for creative projects, or copper and orange for artistic flow. Visualize orange light for creative flow. We have pale blue, communication, truth-seeking, authentic expression, throat chakra. Sky blue, heavenly messages, calm communication and clear expression. And then we have pale blue stones like aquamarine, blue lace agate, blue candles for communication work. Visualize blue light at throat for clear speech. So Gabriel's roles and spiritual practice, divine messenger and revealer. So Gabriel communicates through dreams, vivid, memorable dreams with clear messages, visions, waking visions or mental imagery, inner voice, clear thoughts that feel not yours, synchronicities, repeated messages through external signs, intuitive knowing, sudden clarity or understanding, creative inspiration, ideas, melodies, words flowing effortlessly. When to call Gabriel: seeking clarity on life purpose, needing guidance on major decisions, wanting to understand dreams or visions, requesting revelation of hidden truths, asking for prophetic insight. He is also the patron of communication. So he assists in helping writers, speakers, artists, journalists, teachers, counselors, performers. Helping clear writer's block and creative stagnation, provides inspiration and ideas, helps find the right words for difficult conversations, strengthens the voice and authentic expression, guides timing of communication, protects message from distortion. So one thing is, he doesn't remove obstacles, doesn't heal wounds. Instead, he reveals the path, illuminates the purpose, and announces your calling. Working with Gabriel for purpose, ask Gabriel to reveal my soul's purpose, listen through dreams, receive often through creative urge or clear knowing, and take action. So Gabriel heralds the births, the deaths, the transformations, and the revelations in all of the universe, not just life. Signs that he's announcing change. You can hear the trumpet metaphysically, or you can see the trumpet, dreams of pregnancy, birth, or new beginnings, feelings of anticipation, white feathers or lilies appearing. Oh, that's interesting. I picked up a white feather on my on one of my trips. I think it was the Florida trip, and I've had that white feather in my bag ever since. So fertility, patron of mothers, assists with conception, supports pregnancy and childbirth. You can actually work with Gabriel to help your womb and do womb healing and womb work. Ending old patterns or relationships, navigating major transformation. Wow, this is so in-depth. Gabriel's feast days. So we have March 24th and 25th, primary feast, September 29th, shared with Michael and Raphael, and then full moons. Wow, good stuff. You guys can check this stuff out anytime. Altar offerings, white candles, white lilies, silver, written prayers, creative work, crystals. Got moonstone, selenite, clear quartz, aquamarine. I'm gonna add howlite on there as well. Howlite is a beautiful white stone. So that's pretty cool. You could create an altar. Just to give you guys an example, you guys can create an altar of Archangel Gabriel. Say you set up a white cloth on that table or on that altar, and then you set up some clear and white crystals along your altar. So you have some like selenite towers, some quartz, some moonstone, aquamarine, and then you just decorate that on your altar with the white cloth. Then you have some white candles, and then depending on if you're wanting to invoke creativity or if you're trying to help your communication, you can then mix in a blue candle or orange candle or both. And then you can also have some lilies. You can have lilies on the altar as well, and then set the intention that Gabriel's connecting through those lilies. And then you could even put a project on that altar. So say you have a project that you're working on, like a book, or you're trying to come up with a new idea for an event, or you're trying to figure out what your next steps are in your career. You can go ahead and like write that intention down or something that represents it, and then place that on the altar with all this beautiful Gabriel represented energy. And then just go into a moment of meditation and sit with your altar and just work on getting into stillness, downloading, activating, and calling in Gabriel's energy. that is a simple and beautiful, fun way that you can sit in ceremony and invoke Gabriel's energy in your everyday life. The silver too. So think about silver jewelry, silver coins. So you can take like, you know, so that's going to do it for the reading of Archangel Gabriel. And I trust that this definitely brought a multitude of layers of clarity and conscious accessibility for us to be aware of when it comes to this daily connection that we have. So as we get ready to close out, I wanted to bless us with a meditation, Reiki share, crystal healing, Reiki meditation. I also have this beautiful howlite tower that I got from Lunar Queen of Organics Essence LLC in the community. She has beautiful organic raw crystals, and they are at a very, very reasonable price, that's for sure. So if you guys check out down in the ticker, you can check out my link page, or if you want to, just hit this QR code and this QR code right here will take you to the link page to check out the directory for the Sacred Kingdom International community that I host. And on that link page, you'll be able to connect with various different practitioners, a crystal shop owner, Lunar Queen, as well as an organic home product maker, and then a multitude of quantum, hypnosis, shamanic, and holistic practitioners as well. So check out that QR code right there. We have talked about a lot of knowledge and information. So feel free to hydrate, use the restroom, get yourself set up, maybe even create like a little white light Gabriel altar for this meditation. Grab some white stones if you would like, some selenite, quartz, howlite, or moonstone. Burn a little bit of sage or Palo Santo. And then we will get into our closing meditation with Archangel Gabriel. So check out this little insight preview about the Sacred Kingdom community that I just briefly touched on. And you guys can really get a deeper understanding of the beautiful movement that this community has and that you can also be a part of. Hey, what's going on? Marcus ChristoLight here, founder and member of the Sacred Kingdom community. I am so excited to share with you guys the directory and some insight into the beautiful members that we have a part of the council of the Sacred Kingdom community, a international, worldwide, sacred community of soul family, full of starseeds, visionaries, artists, practitioners, shamans, as well as handcrafters and organic product makers. We have such a beautiful variety of amazing quality of organic products, including crystals as well, holistic and quantum healing services, all available in one link page directory for you. And you guys may be able to find who resonates for you, either locally in your area or online through the Sacred Kingdom community. So take a look. Welcome to the Sacred Kingdom community link page, where you guys can access everything Sacred Kingdom that's available worldwide 24/7. First link you'll see is the Facebook page, and you'll be able to take a browse and follow keep up with any activity through Facebook, if you're a Facebook user. Then we have the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is designed with a playlist for each member that is a part of the YouTube channel, so you can access and see content specific to each individual. Now we have holistic healing retreats that are led by myself, Marcus ChristoLight, Sacred Light Healing and Wellness. And then we have other members of the community that join in with these retreats to help build and bring connective community. These holistic retreats have workshops, live music, plant-based food, and much more. Then we have Lunar Queen and Organics Essence. This is an online crystal shop. She has a wide variety of crystals, greatly priced, high quality, organic with no dyes. Along with that, she also does card readings, and you can book with her. Then we have Eagle's Hearth Ministry and Sacraments, Grandma Katie Sing Eagle, with her tinctures, salves, lotions, herbal products, and much more. Jade's Wellness Trade. Jade's Wellness Trade is a fully organic line, all plant and herbal based when it comes to home hygiene products such as soaps, shampoos, conditioners, and much more. Operation Oscar Mike. Wow. Where to begin? A good fellow of mine, AJ Lardy, his friends Scott and Eric own a alternative healing nonprofit business to help military and first responders to bridge with alternative healing. Sacred Light Healing and Wellness, myself, Marcus ChristoLight, Reiki, Akashic meditations, as well as inner child healing, shadow work, and more. And then we have Shining Soul Healing and Wellness, QHHT, quantum hypnosis, as well as herbal-based healing products with Sarah Broadhead. Soul Awakening with Sandra Marshall out of California, a wonderful podcaster, as well as lecturer and educator. And then we have Soulista Healing with Christina out of Pennsylvania. You guys can check out our link page anytime. And you guys can browse and book with services, purchase crystals and organic products. Along with that, we also do host retreats together and other events. We have online spaces like full moon and new moon events, and much more to come. Tune into our podcast on the YouTube channel, Sacred Kingdom. Reach out if you'd like to become a member and grow with this community as we continue to bring generational wealth and healing to all generations of planet Earth. One love. All right. Whew. It's time to close it out. Time to close it out. So that's the Sacred Kingdom community that I was a council member of. Share your gifts. Amplify your opportunities. Okay. All right. So as we get started with this meditation, to get yourself calm, you can allow yourself to receive while doing your daily task. Just allowing our mind to be open and just telling ourselves that we are receiving and we are open to Gabriel's energy. If we can, relax our shoulders, relax our jaw, relax our toes and our fingers, and if we're laying down, not crossing our legs. Then we may begin to bring ourselves to our internal being. Breathing in through the nose, drawing that breath in, down through the body, and then exhaling out of the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, down the body, breathing out of the mouth. The deep, full body breaths. Slowly and patiently. Giving ourselves divinity with each and every breath. Drawing in the purity of the white light of Archangel Gabriel. As we breathe, this white light streams metaphysically, infused with our breath of oxygen. This white light begins to pour and stream throughout our bloodstream, our blood vessels. It flows through the streams of our blood. This pure white light dissolves away any toxicity, any micro level dis-ease present within our biofield. Breathing through the body as we begin to clear and transmute like water, creating ripples, washing away the emotional attachments to relationships, to old versions. Breathing and letting go mentally and emotionally of being governed by these experiences. Une siki anato nishini yamana kuto na inisini yamato na te oshukuno na te ni oshukuno maya te isini anakutana. Breathing with the love of Gabriel, the love of this guardian of the universe, restoring our white flame of our consciousness spectrum. As we purify, this begins to open up our space lighter in our frequency. Gabriel now begins to channel beautiful blue and orange coat together with a white light in the center, flowing this trinity of blue, communication of truth, expression, with orange, creativity, feminine wisdom, and inspiration, balanced with the white, purifying in the center to restore balance and harmony between our throat chakra and sacral, the connection between our feminine creative energy, inspiration, mixed with our masculine, and exercising our discernment. Taking deep breaths. Breathing through the body. You may begin to think about your intentions, any prayers of message to the divine, any manifestations that you wish to embody. And you may begin to bring positivity and amplification to these thoughts, these visions, these aspirations and dreams, as we have now cleared way in our energy field to receive more of the blueprints, downloads, and have the energy for these dreams and aspirations to materialize. We have a little bit of white sage and selenite, which you can use as a combo to help connect with the purification of the white light. Staying with the breath. In stillness to hear, see, sense, any flashes of light, any signals or messages from Gabriel. Namaste. To your physical body, you may open your eyes and continue forward in your human physical life. Feel free to move your body, shake your body a little bit, however you feel. Take your time getting up if you're getting up. Take your time moving into your next space for today if you feel necessary. Just remember that this was a beautiful reset, a blank slate, a purification for your consciousness in this now moment of your own personal life. You can choose to continue to hold on to the things that come up from the past, or you can choose and decide that it's time to move forward and let go. Take the actions that are required and allow yourself to have mercy and grace, knowing that you are in a temporary experience of contrast. And may we carry that within ourselves, not only for ourselves, but for our other reflections of the one true creator that we all are together. So with that being said, that will do it for this week for Grand Rising with ChristoLight. You can catch it Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, 9 a.m. Eastern. Most of the time it's live. Sometimes I have replays on, and those replays are because I might be on the road or I'm just not able to get to the live. But Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 9 a.m. Eastern, you guys can watch me live, or you can watch replays as well in place during those time slots. Great meditation. You're welcome, Queen. I'm glad you were able to be a part of this space and to share this beautiful Archangel Gabriel energy. So then coming up the rest of this week, there is going to be a ways that you guys can connect and interact with myself. And that will be coming up on Sunday. Sunday is going to be the 111 gateway portal. And then on Sunday, which is going to be 111, 111. And technically, it's really, when you think about it, it's 1-1. It's 1-1-1-1. So we have 4 ones on 11-11 on Sunday. So this is going to be an ultimate reset, new beginning gateway that we're going to karmically be stepping into as a collective on this planet when it comes to Sunday. Because again, 111, and then the year is a 1. So we have 1-1-1-1 coming up on Sunday, which is pretty rare gateway. We don't always have the year adding up to the same number as the month and the day. Like last year, for example, we had 111, but it was 111-9 because last year was a 9 year. So this is a beautiful opportunity this coming Sunday to consciously through the natural order of cycles to be able to step into reset energy. And it's a great opportunity for you to cleanse your emotions, cleanse your mind, set new intentions, and continue forward from that now moment. So we'll see you guys at 1:11 p.m. Eastern on Sunday for the Organic Home Living podcast. And with the Organic Home Living podcast, we're going to be diving deep into children products, gender products, the propaganda and the marketing that they use behind these products, as well as the effects of these children foods, these children medicines, as well as the feminine products, as well as the masculine products, such as colognes, deodorant, tampon birth control, all these different things that have chemicals in it that are leaching into our biofield, that are creating distortion, disease, and further struggles in our human life. Welcome in, Kim. Kim Keffer is a wonderful painter here in Ohio. She does awesome paintings of festivals and retreats and group events. She's definitely someone to follow on Facebook, Kim Keffer. Grateful you made it as well. Catch the replay if you haven't been able to see the whole episode. And you get to learn in depth about Archangel Gabriel, the origin, and what the archetype means and how to connect with it. It'd actually be perfect for you, Kim, because Gabriel's all about new beginnings, creativity, bringing forth action through your creative abundance, things of that nature. All right. Is there anything else that anybody has to say in the comments? Any questions? Does anybody have anything about, one-on-one services with myself that they have questions about? Or do we have any questions about the Costa Rica retreat or any other retreats coming up? I am going to be hosting a Ascended Mastery in Ohio, Western Pennsylvania, most March. So just want to let my peoples know in the Midwest, I'm looking to hold a first ever Ascended Masters holistic, and that will be probably this second half of March. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to close it out. You guys can reach out to me if you have questions. If you'd like to book a one-on-one Reiki session, customized guided meditation, or if you'd like to do a Akashic Starseed Soul Origin meditation with myself to help you connect consciously and become aware of your starseed lineage. Thank you, Kim. Loving you as well. Loving you as well. And you're welcome for the shout out. We gotta all shout each other out, It's how we grow together. It's how we help each other get networks. It's how we help each other draw in more money, more abundance, more opportunity, more connection. So the more we shout out each other, the more we provide those opportunities to help each other out. That's what it's all about. If I have a platform and I'm here to help others of service, then I'm going to use my platforms, not only for myself, but I'm going to use it for the whole higher purpose of what it is I'm serving. And if that is representing others that represent a similar intention, then I'm absolutely going to represent them. So just know that I don't just represent myself when I'm on this screen. When I'm on this screen, I represent everyone that is a part of the movement that I'm a part of when it comes to holistic self-empowerment and ascension of our consciousness as a unified collective, not just as humans, but as beings of light with all the elements of creation as one. unified, whole Christ. Ashe. With that being said, have a blessed and beautiful day. Thank you all. And I will see you soon.
I need you to stop scrolling for 60 seconds. Because what I'm about to share changes everything you thought you knew about the products in your home. Myth! That brightly colored cereals, fruity medications, and gentle kids products are safe because they're FDA approved and heavily advertised. The truth. Many contain ingredients banned in other countries. Artificial dyes linked to behavioral issues, preservatives that disrupt gut health. Hormone-disrupting chemicals like phthalates, parabens, and synthetic fragrances are hiding in plain sight, feminizing or masculinizing bodies in ways we're only beginning to understand. I'm going live with shamanic guide ChristoLight, herbalist Sarah B., musician Evan Sturgeon, and organic product maker J-Date. On YouTube and Facebook at Sacred Kingdom. This conversation will be raw, unfiltered, and packed with solutions you can implement today. We're not holding back. Join us.